Yes, yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports, my people. You are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. Let me kickstart things with Javante Tank Davis and Lemont Roach. What is the situation there so far after the very controversial result of their fight this past weekend, my guys, my people at the Barclays Center, New York, US of A, my guys, my people. Well, most of the controversy actually surrounding that fight mostly stemmed from the ninth round, I would say. The ninth round, where Javante Tank Davis, well, he decided to take a knee, something that a lot of us would call a voluntary knee, although maybe not so voluntary. It could have been an outright knockdown because Lemont Roach did touch Javante Tank Davis with his glove just a split second or so before he took the knee, my guys, my people. He touched him with the lightest of jabs, no power behind it. No power behind it. Should not even cause a knockdown to a baby, my guys, my people. So I wouldn't say the knockdown came from Roach's power behind that jab, but I think the glove must have got in his eye or irritated him in some way or another to cause the knockdown. Another reasoning, though, may also be that Javante Tank Davis was possibly under the pressure of the fight that Lemont Roach was bringing to him, because by my analysis of that fight, I would say that by sixth round, both fighters were even, and Javante Tank Davis must have been aware of that, and was trying to separate himself in the next two rounds, my guys. That is in the seventh and in the eighth round. You could see him really pick up pace in those rounds there. However, Roach keeping up with him every single step of the way. Not only that, but really was thriving in those two rounds there, my guys, my people. I gave him the rounds, those two rounds, 7 and 8, and possibly those two judges that scored a draw maybe did as well. So maybe not caused by the punch, that knee, but possibly the pressure that Javante Tank Davis was under in the ninth round. He really tried to emulate the same tactics to pick up the pace in the ninth round, but still Roach offering much the same resistance as he was offering already. So Davis possibly got spooked by Roach's conviction on the night. It was just too much. He couldn't break it. So he needed to figure out a way to get a break, regroup, and find how to reassert himself in the fight better, my guys, my people. So I would say, yeah, something got in his eye, but maybe not the hair grease that he's claiming, even though I'm not here to refute whether he's telling the truth or not. But from my assessment, I would say what got in his eye was he was surprised. Surprise got in his eye. We know he's fought Roach twice before in the amateurs, but this was possibly the best Roach he's faced yet, that he's never fought before, and he was not expecting that. Possibly got spooked, needed time to regroup and reassert himself, and he did so in a very tricky manner that even confused Willis on the night, my guys, my people. Javante Tank Davis, look how tricky it was and confusing. Javante Tank Davis takes the knee, right, and then all of a sudden, while Steve Willis engages himself in starting the 8 count, so he started the 8 count already. However, Javante Tank Davis suddenly, after a split second of being on his knee, decides to run off and go and seek assistance from his corner to have something wiped out of his eyes, my guys, my people. And I'm sure that must have confused Steve Willis. which we can tell he was confused because he stopped counting as soon as Davis got up. He stopped counting, my guys, my people, which essentially is when you're supposed to stop counting, when the man gets up from the knee, right? So he stopped counting. What he did do wrong, though, is that he did not call the knee as a knockdown. It should have been called a knockdown because I'm not here to figure out whether Gervonta Tank Davis did wrong or whether he was lying or not about what happened to him with the hair grease. I am, however, here to talk boxing. And as far as boxing goes, the rule of boxing goes, whenever you take a knee, whether from a voluntary, whether it's a voluntary knee or a knee directly from a knockdown, that should be ruled and called a knockdown by the referee. And Steve Willis failed on the night to do so. Possibly he got phased by the occasion. I mean, we have Gervonta Tank Davis, one of the faces of boxing, so a lot of financial tags attached to him, and Steve Willis in a position where it's damned if you do or damned if you don't. Either please the fans and keep the integrity of the sport intact by applying the proper rules of the sport, or please the industry, the people that hold the money, the people that make the sport a business, my guys, my people. So you really can't put too much pressure on Steve Willis there. Really can't put too much pressure on Steve Willis. You don't know what they go under, especially as I'm fully aware. Dan Raphael also noted in his interview with the Ring magazine that referees are barred by the New York State Athletic Commission. In fact, possibly any commission. They are barred by the commission to talk about such incidents, how they feel about it, to media sources, and if they do, then they will be breaching the guidelines by which they're supposed to work under, my guys, the guidelines to which they are contracted under, which could mean them being terminated from their post, so losing their jobs, my guys. So their job is very, 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 very intricate. It's a very intricate job, and they're more or less walking a wire line, more or less walking a tight wire line, my guys, my people. So it's not easy for them. So for that reason, I won't put too much pressure on him, but I do acknowledge that he made the wrong decision on the night, my guys, my people. And because of doing so, the scorecard on the night, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Roach, ended up in a majority draw, my guys. One judge scored it 115-113 in favor of Tank, and then we had the two other judges 114-114, a draw, right? Two judges scoring a draw, so a majority draw, my guys, my people, without considering the knockdown that happened in the 9th round due to that controversial incident, my guys, my people. If they considered that, then Roach definitely would have won. He would have won, my guys, and it would have been a majority decision for Roach, because all you have to do is add the 10-8 round to the two draws, and you have two judges having Roach winning. So yeah, he would win in that situation there, my guys, my people. But regardless, things are looking good right now for the for Roach and his team, who have decided to appeal the official result of the fight. I think you should, because not only that the majority of the fans actually think that he won, the majority of the boxing world think that he won that fight, even without the 9th round controversy attached to the results. Even Roach himself believes he won, even without the ninth round controversy attached to the result, my guys, my people. So you should have won clearly, my guys, my people. That wasn't the case, but all is not lost for the Roach team, as they have put out a petition to the New York State Athletic Commission to try to overturn that result there, my guys, my people. Their solicitor and legal team have already sent the petition letter to the commission, and the commission well, have said that they would consider the situation. They will look at the situation and consider Roach's case, my guys, my people. And you know, that being the case, that means, my guys, that there could be a drastic change. There could be an overturn in the official results. If the commission do agree that Gervonta Tank Davis took a knee and really a knockdown against the referee, and that is possible because after all, the referee did acknowledge that it was a knockdown. Dan Raphael spoke to the Ring magazine, and he said that he overheard the referee who was mic'd up saying to Gervonta Tank Davis, "What the hell was that? You know that's a knockdown, right?" So he acknowledges that it was a knockdown, but just did not rule it a knockdown. Just didn't rule it a knockdown, my guys, my people. So he failed badly in that occasion. And if the commission decides that it is a knockdown, then you know what happens. Roach wins by a majority decision, my guys. Because the commission will have to rule that ninth round a 10-8 round to Roach. On the other side, if they decide that Gervonta Tank Davis running off was breach of the rules, then they may well stand to disqualify him. Either one case you look at, Lemont Roach stands on solid ground, my guys. He has a very strong case in this situation. So let's see how it pans out. Lemont Roach, who is very confident, you know, he went to social media to let everybody know, this is for Gervonta Tank Davis fans, that your favorite fighter, his record could be overturned from 30-0-1 to 31-0, my guys, my people. So the draw on his record from the Lemont Roach fight could be overturned to a loss on Gervonta Tank Davis's record, while on Roach's record it would show up as a win, my guys, my people, and will make him simultaneously a two-division champion, my guys, my people. That is at 135 and 130 pounds. But let's see how things go. For the moment, though, I would say that puts Gervonta Tank Davis under real immense pressure, my guys, my people, because his career right now, his stock, his quality as a fighter is looking in very serious doubt. You know, so he's not looking very strong right now. His stock is taking a dent, my guys, my people. So he has decided that he will give Roach the immediate rematch for May. He will fight him as early as May. I think that's a little bit too hasty. May, that's only 2 months away. Does he want to take the rematch that quickly? I don't think he would. But it's good for him that he takes a rematch, because he's planning to go into a fight with Jake Paul. Jake Paul happened to be the surprise opponent that he was going to announce after the Roach fight, but obviously things didn't go the way he wanted. So he yeah, he didn't announce it, but it was Jake Paul. I was under the impression that it was Isaac Pitbull Cruz, but Jake Paul would make a big name for a big fight, although not a worthy name, my guys. That's Gervonta Tank Davis going into a pantomime fight, my guys, my people. Not a serious fight. Not a serious fight at all. He may have to clean up his act with Roach first before visiting the Jake Paul fight, before doing that. But would it even make any impact? Would it really make any impact? I mean, Gervonta Tank Davis is still a name and still a quality fighter. So him fighting Jake Paul will still make big noise. I don't think anyone sees Jake Paul to be in the realm of Lemont Roach in terms of quality, because Jake Paul is not regarded as a serious fighter. So yeah, in that case, there maybe it is still a serious fight, even if he doesn't clean up his act. But he will look bad to the boxing world and to fans, to some serious fans. He might lose some fans because of it, my guys, my people. It would impact on his stock. Or he could fight Shakur. Why not fight Shakur if you can't fight Roach first? Roach, who even wants to fight Shakur, that could happen too. And I think Roach versus Tank 2 versus Roach versus Shakur 2, when you compare those two fights, I think just as lucrative as one another. Because now that people see Roach doing good with Tank, people will be intrigued to see how he would do against Shakur, since him and Shakur actually have a common opponent, right? So it would be if Roach has actually developed and gotten better since fighting Jamel Herring, who Shakur destroyed, we will be able to judge, you know, if we are able to witness Roach versus Shakur, my guys, my people. Because there are a lot of questions that could arise from this situation. Why Tank's performance was so lackluster on the night. Is it because we overrated him? Maybe he's declining. Maybe he's not as good as he used to be. Maybe we underestimated Roach. Maybe Roach has gotten a lot better, and that is what I'm talking about there. That sort of intrigue there, I think we'll be able to, you know, see in the Shakur fight versus Roach, and that will help us gauge Roach's quality, his raw quality, my guys, my people. But why did it have to reach this extent of Roach's team having to approach the commission, my guys, my people? I mean, after all, there are powers that be that could intervene in that situation of the 9th round. We could use replay footage to intervene and make a recall of the referee's decision, and possibly decide to actually change the referee's decision to what it should have been, and that is a knockdown, right? There were powers that be on hand that could have done that, according to Dan Raphael. He said he managed to speak to the broadcasting team in the broadcasting truck on the night, and they said that replay footage was available. However, it was looked at, and when it was looked at, nobody saw Tank Davis get hit with a punch. However, they did see him take a knee and really didn't know what to make of it. And so is nobody in the department trained well enough in the rules of boxing to know? But nobody did anything about it. They decided that play should go on as the referee has had decided, my guys, my people. So that was one explanation, right? But Dan Raphael also got another explanation, this one contradicting the explanation I just gave you. And this reason was given by the commission itself, that is the New York State Athletic Commission, my guys, my people. They explained that during the time of the incident, they were having technical issues, and so did not receive the footage quick enough in time, my guys, my people, to have a look at it, make a judgment as to whether to intervene or not, my guys, my people. And they only have a limited window to do this. That window being the amount of time remaining in the ninth round, so that is 2 minutes, and then the interval after the ninth round, yeah, in between the ninth round and the 10th round, so that is 1 minute. And then the commission at their discretion can add 30 more seconds if they so need it, my guys. So we're talking a window of 3 to 3.5 minutes for the commission to be able to act and say whether they can intervene or not, my guys, my people. But because the footage wasn't sent to them quick enough, they couldn't meet the demands of having to work and come to a decision within that window. So the opportunity passed them. My guys, my people. That was their excuse. They were not able to make the decision on hand. Whether you believe them or not, that is to every single individual to make that decision. However, I will have to say that for Roach right now, we will have to keep our ears down to the ground, keep looking in that direction to see what develops. Will the decision be overturned by the commission, or will the draw stand, my guys, my people? And with that said, that's all I have for you on this one. Before you leave, do like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below, my guys, my people, and as always, stay super